Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to collect survey results with Google Forms, and then you can import that into Microsoft Access. You can use this for surveys, questionnaires, polls, quizzes, all kinds of stuff. Today's question comes from Renee in Michigan City, Indiana, one of my Platinum members. Renee says, what is the best way to collect survey data from my customers and work with it in Access? Right now, we send out an email like you showed in your data collection video, but it's a time-consuming process to get all that data back into Access, one record at a time. Well, Renee, my data collection video was really designed for when you have customer information in your database already, you want to send them a form that includes all the stuff that you have in the database, like first name, last name, email, and so on, so they can verify it's okay. They send it back to you, and then you can import that information into your database. That's kind of a one record at a time thing. For the rest of you who haven't seen that video, go watch that if you want to. My data collection video, there's the link. I'll put a link down below in the links section too. You can just click on it. But now, if you want to collect survey data, you want to have a whole bunch of your customers fill out a survey or a questionnaire or something like that, I personally prefer using Google Forms. Google Forms is free. All you need is a Google account. There's the address. Again, I'll put a link down below in the links section. You can set up whatever kind of survey or questionnaire you want, send out emails to whoever you want to fill it out, or even put a link on your website. People fill out their responses. It all gets collected. Google collects it in a sheet in Google Sheets, which you could then save and export as a CSV file or an Excel file and pull that right into Access. Let me show you how to set it up. So log into your Google account and go to Google Forms. You can either use the link that I gave you before, or you can go to your Drive and then go down here to where it says Google Forms and then create a blank form. So Google will put you at a new blank form. Let's give it a name. I made my last one Access Course Questionnaire. Let's call this one Access Survey. All right, you can put a description here if you want to, right? Questions about Microsoft Access. Okay. Now, there's different kinds of questions you can answer. And you'll see the list over here. Drop this down. You got short answer, paragraph, basically long text, right? Multiple choice, checkboxes, drop downs, file uploads. You can actually have them send you files if you want, like, hey, send me your last database or something like that. Then you got linear scale, which is like a 1 to 10 kind of thing. Some more advanced options down here, date values, time values, and so on. Let's start off with a simple one. Let's do multiple choice. All right, you put the question here. All right, let's do you like Microsoft Access? Okay, now it's going to make some suggestions. It's got yes, no, and maybe. If you like these suggestions, right, that's a yes or no question, hit add all, and it will add those suggestions right here for you. There's yes, no, and maybe. If you want to change these, you can. Let's say you don't want maybe. How about only on Mondays, right? You can rearrange these if you want to. Click and drag, right? Okay. You can add more or add another. Add another option here if you want to. Don't want an option, hit the X over here. You can actually add pictures to each of these if you want. That's kind of neat. You can add a picture to the whole question if you want to, right? Hit the little question button there. You could do, you can upload a file. You can load from your camera by URL. Go to your Google Photos, your Google Drive. Do a Google image search. All right, let's say I want to search for Microsoft Access. All right, grab a logo. All right, down below here, you can hit Insert, and it'll put that image right in the picture, or in the question. See that? Now, if I decide I don't want that anymore, click the button here, remove. So you can put pictures on each question if you want to. If you want to customize your theme, maybe you don't want purple. Purple used to be Access's color right back in the day. Now it's red. They changed it. I had to change all the stuff on my website. But click Customize Theme, and you can come over here and pick a theme color, right, like red. Wrong red, hit that little button down there. And make it whatever red you want, like that one. See? Kind of cool. Want to put a header image up there? Just go choose image. You could pick from any of their stock images they have in here, right? Upload your own. I'll hit browse. pick my file. It loads up, right? Slide this where you want it. Hit done. And there's your header. Put whatever kind of header you want up top here, right? Let's say I want to add another multiple choice question, right? There's a duplicate button right here. It duplicates the previous question. If you're going to add a bunch of multiple choice questions, you want the same stuff in here, you could say, like, do you like Microsoft Excel? Like that. Right? Get rid of that option, yes or no. See? If you want any of these to be required, just check the required box right there. That Microsoft Excel required. To delete right there, don't care about Excel, hit delete. Goodbye. See? There's more options over here. You can add a description, right? So like more instructions, right? Tell us whether or not you like Access. And there's more options in here. There's go to a section based on an answer. Now, I'm not going to get into too crazy how to set up these forms, but you could set up sections. So depending on how they answer this question, it might send them to another one. Like if they say yes, they like Access, get more information about that. If they say no, you could send them to a different section that says, oh, why don't you like it? And get more, their preferences and stuff. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Give me some feedback. I might make a whole separate video on setting up different sections and all the advanced options in here. You can shuffle the option order, so it's not always yes, no Mondays. It could be whatever. That way you don't have a bias. Sometimes people think that, people have a tendency to click on the earlier options, so you can get rid of that with shuffling the option order. All right, let's add another question. Now over here, you can go add question. Okay. And let's change this one to a short answer. So the user is going to type in their answer as text, not pick from a list. Right? Who is your favorite Access instructor? You better type in me. Okay? Required, yes or no? I'll leave that one no. If you want to rearrange the order that these appear in, you can click on this and drag it to the top like that. You can rearrange your questions. See? There's an option in here somewhere to shuffle the question order too. So if you want the questions to be shown in different orders, it'll do that too. You can also do response validation right here for short answer text. And this is just like validation rules in Access, right? It has to be a number, text, length, regular expression, that kind of stuff. Greater than, less than, equal to. All right, just like validation rules. All right, we'll turn that off, though. I'm not going to get into that much detail right now. If you want to learn more about validation rules in Access, I got a video I'll put in the link section down below. Let's add some checkboxes. Add another question. And let's see, what topics are you interested in? And let's make this checkboxes. Yeah. And we'll go option 1. How about tables? Add another option. Queries. Whoops. Can't type today. Queries. Forms, reports, VBA, SQL. All right, whatever other you want. Whatever other items you want. I can't talk today. Now, if you want to let them type in their own responses, depending on the survey you're doing, you can add an other. All right, other means they can click other and type whatever they want in here. Okay, that can be dangerous when you get to pulling in this information in Access, but if you want to allow them to do that, you can do that. All right, let's add another option here. Let's do a drop down, otherwise known as what people? My Access people. Combo boxes, right? What is your current skill level, maybe? We'll say beginner, expert, developer, right? And I don't want that one there. Actually, this is more like a true drop-down box. A drop-down box in the truest sense doesn't give you the option to type in a value. Whereas in Access, you have that ability. That's why they call it a combo box. It's a combination of a list box and a text box. But Google Forms does not give you the option for an other with combo boxes, or with drop-downs, excuse me. And I just realized this guy got moved down, so let's move him up to the top. Do you like Access should be first? There you go. Okay. Down to the bottom again. Let's add, let's do linear scale. Okay. And how likely are you to recommend Access Learning Zone? And we'll go from 1 to 10. All right, what's the one label? Not at all likely and very likely is on that end. Okay. And you can get fancier too. They got multiple choice grid and checkbox grid. That's where you got like 3 across, like, pick how much you like these objects will be on the left. Like you got tables, queries, forms, reports. And then across the top, it might say, I like them, I don't like them, not enough information. And then it makes a grid. And that's that kind of stuff. Again, I'm not getting that fancy today. We're just going with some simple survey stuff. Now you can add pictures and videos in here too. Okay. So if you want to put a picture in place, all right, here's a picture thingy. Upload a picture or whatever. All right, I'll hit browse. Browse for a picture, and then boom, there it goes. Okay, image title. Okay. Now what you could do with that picture is you can, show them a picture of something, and then after the picture, did you like that picture? Or ask them questions about it or whatever. All right, add those options. See that? You could do the same thing with videos if you want to add a video. All right, if you got something on YouTube, I recommend using it on YouTube, or you can point to a direct URL. But let's say I do Microsoft Access, and I type in 599CD. Okay, if there's any of my old videos, you can just put a link to it. I'll put this one in there. Hit select. All right. All right, 599CD video. And then again, after that, go, video. We'll say, what was the main topic of that video? And make this one short answer, for example. Okay, so see how easy it is to add all these questions in here and set up your quiz? All right, I've been using Google Forms for years. It's pretty straightforward. It's nice and easy. Over here on the left, you might want to give it a name. Okay, Access Survey had updated. When you change this here, it usually updates over there. It didn't update for me, but there we go. Okay, now under responses, this is where your responses are going to go when people respond to it. Now, how are they going to be able to respond to it if they haven't taken it yet? Well, you got to send them a link so that you can have them fill it out. Well, how do you do that? We'll go to Settings. Come down here to Responses. Do you want to collect email addresses? I like to do that, especially if you're sending this to a select group of your customers. This way you can match them up back in your database, right? When we import these results, we have their email address. We can match it up with their customer ID in your customer table. Do you want to send responders a copy of their response? Yeah, why not? Sure, when requested. Okay. Do you want to allow them to edit their responses after they're submitted? That's up to you. Okay. Now, do you want to limit to one response? I like to turn that on because this says they must be signed into Google. Okay, they have to at least have a Google account. That way it'll prevent a particular customer from filling out the same survey 5 different times. I mean, yeah, if he's got 5 different email addresses, I guess he could, but this is the best way to be sure that you get unique responses and only one response from each customer. You got some options down here for presentation. Do you want to show a progress bar? Sure. Do you want to shuffle the question order? There it is, right? You can edit the confirmation message. That's what they see when they're done. Instead of your response has been recorded, you can put in here like, thank you for filling out my access questionnaire /survey. Whatever, right? Save it. Do you want to share the results with everyone? If you're doing like a poll, like what's your favorite, product of ours, you can share those results with everybody by making that public. Okay, down here you got some form defaults. Do you want to collect email addresses by default on new ones? Question defaults, right? Make questions required by default for new ones. Okay, and so on. You can make this a quiz with a whole bunch of other options, which I'll go over in a future video if you guys want to see how to do quizzes. All right, so when you're happy with your poll, your survey, whatever, hit the send button. And this pops up. How do you want to send it? Via email, a link, or you can embed it in your website. Okay? If you want to send it by email, you put the people that you want to receive an email from Google in here, and it will send it out to everybody. I prefer doing the link and then sending out a link in one of my emails from my database, for example. I've got lots of videos on my website that'll show you how to send email directly from Access either using Gmail or Outlook or whatever your SMTP server is. I'll put a link to my send email video down below in the link section. Now, that's a pretty big, long link there, so I'm going to click on the shorten URL. That shortens it down for you. Copy this, Control-C, copy that to your clipboard, okay, and drop it on Notepad or something if you want to. All right, here's Notepad, link to my form. And there it is. We'll need that to send that to people. Okay, that is your unique address for this particular form. All right, minimize it, set it up off to the side, do whatever you want with it. Okay, now we can close this. One other thing I want to show you, I want to set under responses here. Now, you can turn off accepting responses, which means you're done with it. You no longer want to receive any responses. This little guy here we'll do in a second. This is to create a spreadsheet. You'll see a spreadsheet of the results. We don't have any results yet. I'll show you that in a minute, though. But drop this little guy here down. And I like to check on get email notifications for new responses. This way, it'll email you to let you know that you have new notifications. Okay? Select response destination is if you have a survey spreadsheet already set up in Google Sheets, or if you want to combine this with another survey, for example. And this is download responses. This is where we'll go to actually download a CSV file to pull that into Access, which we'll do last. For now, let's go ahead and submit a couple responses. Now, I'm going to open up a different browser window. I'm going to open up Edge here. I usually use Chrome for stuff, and then I use Edge when I want to be like not logged in anywhere. And I want to do something different. Okay, so I'm going to copy that link that we got earlier. There's the link to my Google form. Hit enter. Now, this is what your people will see. All right, to fill out this form, you must be signed in. Your identity will remain anonymous. So when you send this to people requiring that they be logged in, okay, they'll have to sign in order to do it. If they don't have a Google account, they won't be able to use this. So what I'm going to do is, let's go back. Let me cancel this for now. Let me go back to the settings. And just for now, for the purposes of class, I'm going to turn that off. You may have customers that don't have Google accounts. And you can limit it yourself when you pull the stuff into Access. You can see if they've already submitted a form or not. And your changes in here are made instantly as soon as you do that. Okay, you don't have to like save it again. Once you make a change in here, Google saves it automatically. All right, so let's go back to Edge one more time. And this time, okay, now you can see that I can just fill out the survey and I don't have to be signed in. All right. Now, this is a little confusing. This means that that field is required. Okay, so your email goes down here. Yeah, you can see all the bunch of fake stuff I was typing in before, like meet at 599CD. But I'll put in a real one here. I'll use that one. Okay. Do you like Access? Yes. No. Only on Mondays. All right, we'll do yes. Who's your favorite Access instructor? Some people might type in Rick. Some people might type in Richard. So you have to be aware of that. What topics do you want? Okay. There we go. Current skill level, I'm a developer. How likely are you to recommend? 10, of course. All right, there's a picture. Did you like that picture? Maybe. I don't know. All right, here's a video. Watch this video and then answer some questions about it. What was the main topic? Making a template. All right. Do you want to see a copy of your responses? Nah. And then when you're all done, submit. And there you go. Thank you for filling out my Access survey. Okay. Let's submit another response. See, there's nothing to stop people now without a Google account. There's nothing to stop people from doing this multiple times. So I can come in here now and fill out one for this email address. All right. Do you like Access? Sure. Who's your favorite Access instructor? Richard. What topics are you interested in? Just these ones. What's your current skill level? Expert. 9. Nah, 10. No, we'll go 9. Just for the data. Did you like that picture? Nah. No clue. See? We'll do one more. One more real quick. Email address. Let's do that one. Do you like Access? No. Favorite instructor? Let's leave it blank. Let's leave this with an other. Barcoding. Okay. What's your current skill level? Beginner. How likely? 10. Do you like that picture? No. And what was the main topic of that video? Let's leave that blank too. All right. Submit. So we got 3 surveys submitted. Okay, now I'm going to close that. Now you can see right here, responses 3. And I probably got an email from Google saying that I got some responses. So let's click on responses. Now the nice thing in here is it'll show you who's responded. Okay, And it gives you nice little graphs and stuff down here, right? Here's a little pie chart. Did you like Excel or Access? Right? Who's your favorite Access instructor? What topics are you interested in? Right? It adds them up by topic. That's pretty cool, right? What's your current skill level? Okay. How likely are you to recommend? Did you like that picture? See? Pretty cool stuff. Question. See, and it breaks it down by each question. Who's your favorite Access instructor? Right? Are you likely to recommend? See? And then you can go per individual too and see the individual responses. Okay? But we want to get this data into Access. That's the whole point of doing this, right? Now we know how to create our survey. We know how to get the responses in here. Now, how do we get this stuff into Access? Well, there's two ways you can do it. You can put it into Google Sheets, or you can just download a CSV file. I'm going to show you how to download a CSV file first. All right, click on that, and you'll see, if you're using Chrome, it's down here, accesssurvey.csv.zip. All right, let's open that up, show in folder. All right, give it to you as a zip file. Right-click on it. And now I've got WinRAR installed on my machine, which I like WinRAR. But you can just use extract all. All right, tell it where you want to go. That's fine. Hit extract. Okay, and then it extracted the CSV file into a folder for you. Now, CSV files are just text files. That's all they are. Comma, separated volume or value. Okay, and if you open that up, you double click on it, it'll open up in Excel. See, there you go. And it says possible data loss. Some features might be lost if you save this workbook in the CSV format. All right, to save these features, save it in an Excel file format. Okay, I'm going to close that though. All right, back into here. If you click on this guy, right, create spreadsheet. All right, it'll say create a new spreadsheet, access survey responses. That's fine. Create. And now what it's doing is it's tying that to Google Sheets. Okay, so here we are inside of Google Sheets now. Google Sheets is basically Google's answer to Excel. Okay, it's pretty good. I mean, Excel's a lot more powerful, does a lot more things, but Google Sheets is handy. You know, it's free, it's easy to use. I'm personally an Excel fan, but I like this too. Their features are very similar. The functions are almost the same thing. Now in here, instead of doing it from directly in Forms, once you link this, any new updates, any new responses that come in, by the way, will automatically get added to this sheet. It takes about 5 minutes though, so it's not instant. Okay, so if you go back over here to the form and you submit a couple test submissions and you don't see them right away in here, you got to be patient. It usually takes like 2 or 3 minutes. Up to 5 minutes is what they say on Google. All right, so just you gotta have to wait. All right, but in here, once you got it in here, you can now go to File and then download, and you can download it as an Excel spreadsheet file, which is better. All right, because it has more formatting and stuff, and you won't have that possible data loss thing. So download as Excel. You'll see it right down here. All right, let's show in folder. All right, there it is. Access survey responses. Now, keep in mind, once you download this, it's not linked to the original anymore. This is a copy of the data. So if I open this up in Excel, okay, there it is. It's more truthful to the formatting. All right, enable editing is fine because this one's safe. Whoops. It closed and reopened on the different screen. Okay. Now this is real simple to import into Access. All right, I've got whole other videos on how to do that. I'll put some links down below. I've got a free importing data from Excel, right? With Excel, CSV, fixed with text. I covered that all in this video. And in my Access Expert Level 20 class, I'll put links to this down there too. I got all kinds of other things, exporting XML and all kinds of crazy stuff in this one. All right, lots of good stuff. Now, how do I import that stuff into my Access database? Well, we're not going to import it. We're going to link to it, because even though that's just a copy of my data, if I download another copy from Google Sheets, it will keep my Access database updated, right? So we're going to go to External Data. This is my Tech Help free template, by the way. You can download a free copy of this off my website. There's a link down below. All right, we're going to go Import and Link, New Data Source, From File, Excel File. All right, browse to it. It's in my Downloads folder. There it is right there. I can get rid of this one. Let me just delete that one. I'm sitting here. Go on, go away. Okay, click on that one, hit open. Now, don't just import it, link to it. Link to it. There we go. Sometimes it takes a minute. Access is weird sometimes like that. Okay, hit OK. First row contains column headings. Yup. Next. What's the name you want to give it? Let's give it survey responses, or just survey response T. I like to keep my table names and my query names and stuff singular. Finish. All right, finished linking. And now, there it is as a linked Excel spreadsheet. Open it up, and there you go. See? And now you've got the data in your Access database. Now, I don't particularly care for the field names that it uses, because it uses the whole question. All right, so what I generally do is I'll create, save changes, yeah. I'll create a query with better names in it. All right, so bring in that query, that table. Okay, now unfortunately it doesn't give you an ID. That's, oh well. But now you just go, okay, got your timestamp, email address. I don't like spaces in my field name, so I'll just call that email : See? Do you like Microsoft Access? I'll call this like Access, like that, : I'm not going to do them all. You just see what I'm saying, right? Save that. Survey response Q. Okay, and now when I run that query, right, they've got better field names. Okay, so I can use these in my forms and reports. Remember, this is read-only, by the way. You can't change this stuff. It's just to get the responses from your people into your database. Okay, so I hope that shows you how to use Google Forms to get the data from your customers, whomever is doing the responding to your surveys, and then you can pull that information into Access using a simple import or linking to a Excel spreadsheet that you download. Now, members, I'm going to show you how you can automatically have Excel connect to that Google Sheet online. And then with one button from inside of Access, you can tell Excel, hey, go out to Google Sheets, update the data, pull down any new responses, refresh the Excel sheet, save it, and then in Access, when you open it up, it'll be all refreshed right in there automatically for you. We'll connect to Google Sheets from Excel directly. We'll use Access VBA to update it. A couple lines of code, not much, like 5 lines of code. And then we will link directly to the Excel file from Access. So you click one button, all your updates are done for you. And then I got a gold member bonus after that for just the gold members. Well, I will show you how to do it without even using Excel. All right, we'll download a CSV file directly from Google Sheets, all right, using goodies from the Code Vault. Okay, that's all coming up in the extended cut for the members. Silver members and up get access to that one. And then gold members get this special gold bonus. Now, sometimes what happens with these tech help videos is I end up going a little overboard. I recorded several hours of additional lessons related to this survey stuff. And some of you have told me, hey, you want to get those extended cuts, but you really don't want to become a member. You don't like monthly commitments, whatever. So if you want to learn more about these surveys, including the stuff I covered in the extended cut, go to my website and look for the Access Survey Seminar. Okay, it's got lots of stuff. I cover all kinds of different things. Lesson 1 is what we just learned, all right, creating the surveys. Lesson 2 is the silver member extended cut, connecting to sheets from Excel. Lesson 3 is the download stuff from the gold member bonus, okay, how you can have access, download a CSV file, a comma file, right from Google Sheets, and then import that directly into Access without even using Excel. Then lesson 4, we start importing that data into Access. I'll show you how to parse multiple responses. So if someone says, I like this option, that option, how do we store that in the database? Well, you don't put multiple responses in one field, so we'll make a separate related table to store that information. We'll do all kinds of queries, tons of queries, duplicate respondents, surveys with helper data, non-customer responses, customers not respond, all kinds of stuff. Then we'll make some forms. I'll show you how to take a form, link it to your customer table. Then you can open up the customer, show their survey responses, and in a subform, see their multiple responses for the questions that have multiple responses. Then we'll go backwards. We'll go the other way. You'll say, show me all of the questions and the possible responses. Pick one of those and see all the people that responded that way to that question. So for example, if you want to say, show me all the people who said they're going to refinance their house within 10 years. All right, show me that question, that answer, and here's all the people. And then we'll do some cool reports with sorting and grouping levels in them. So that is the Access Survey Seminar. If you want to learn a lot more about how to do this stuff, it's on my website. I'll put a link down in the link section below, and I hope you learned something. How do you become a member? Click on the Join button below the video. After you click the Join button, you'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks. Silver members and up will get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class each month, and more. Gold members get access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault, where I keep tons of different functions that I use. You'll also get a higher priority if you decide to submit any tech help questions to me, and you'll get one free expert class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks, plus even higher priority for tech help questions, access to all of my full beginner courses for every subject, and one free developer class each month after you finish the expert classes. These are the full-length courses found on my website, not just for Access too. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, and lots more. You can now become a Diamond sponsor and have your name or company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown in each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. But don't worry, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click on the bell icon to select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Make sure you click the Show More link down below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Even if you don't want to become a member, feel free to donate to my tip jar. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got puppies to feed. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access. It's over 4 hours long, and I just updated it for 2021. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below that you can click on. And also, if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. Yep, that's all, $1, and it's free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level, even supporters. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page on my website. You can send me your question there. While you're on my site, feel free to stop by the Access Forum. Lots of good conversations happening there. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Once again, my name is Richard Ross. Thank you for watching this tech help video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something today. I'll see you again soon.